Once upon a time in a bustling city lived a woman named Lily. Lily had a heart full of worry. Every day felt heavy with anxieties. She worried about her job, her family, and her health. The weight of her worries made her feel lost and alone. Lily tossed and turned at night, unable to sleep. Her mind raced with thoughts of what could go wrong. The smallest problems seemed to grow into insurmountable mountains in her mind. She longed for a way to escape the constant worry that consumed her. Lily's worries began to affect every aspect of her life. She couldn't focus at work, her relationships suffered, and her joy seemed to vanish. The fear she carried was like a dark cloud that followed her everywhere. She felt trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts that she couldn't escape. One day, as Lily was walking home from work feeling completely overwhelmed, she noticed a beautiful garden tucked away behind a church. Something about the tranquility of the garden drew her in. As she sat down on a bench surrounded by the beauty of nature, she felt a glimmer of hope. As Lily sat in the garden, she noticed a small sign that read, "Prayer Garden." She had heard of prayer before, but it had always seemed like something other people did, not something that could help her. However, in that moment of desperation, she decided to give it a try. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and began to pour out her heart to God. As Lily spoke, she felt a weight lifting from her shoulders. It was as if she was finally sharing her burdens with someone who could actually help. She prayed for peace, for guidance, and for the strength to overcome her worries. When she finished praying, she felt a sense of calm she hadn't felt in a long time. Lily left the garden that day feeling lighter than she had in months. She knew that her worries wouldn't disappear overnight, but she also knew that she had found a powerful tool to help her cope. She began to incorporate prayer into her daily routine, starting each day with a conversation with God. At first, prayer felt awkward and unfamiliar, like learning a new language. But as Lily continued to pray, it became more natural. She learned to surrender her worries to God, trusting that He was in control. She discovered that prayer wasn't about reciting empty words, but about connecting with a loving Father who cared deeply about her. The first steps of trust. As Lily deepened her prayer life, she began to notice subtle changes within herself. She let God be the glory. She was less reactive to stressful situations, and her anxieties didn't seem as overwhelming. She was starting to experience the peace that prayer promised. She was learning to trust God with her worries instead of allowing them to consume her. One day, Lily faced a particularly challenging situation at work. Her initial instinct was to panic and allow worry to take over, but this time she paused and chose a different path. She stepped away from the chaos and found a quiet place to pray. She surrendered her fears to God and asked for His guidance and peace. Finding peace in the midst of the storm. As Lily prayed, she felt a sense of calm washing over her. The situation hadn't changed, but her perspective had. She was able to approach the challenge with a clear mind and a heart filled with faith. She realized that prayer didn't necessarily take away her problems, but it gave her the strength and peace to face them. Lily's transformation didn't go unnoticed by her friends and family. They saw a newfound peace in her eyes, and a calmness in her demeanor. She was no longer weighed down by worry, but radiated a quiet confidence that drew people to her. She began to share her journey with others, encouraging them to discover the power of prayer in their own lives. Embracing gratitude, releasing fear. Through prayer, Lily discovered the importance of gratitude. Instead of focusing on her worries, she began to thank God for the blessings in her life. She found that the more she focused on gratitude, the less space there was for fear and anxiety. Her heart was filled with joy, and her worries seemed to fade into the background. Lily realized that prayer wasn't just about asking for things, but about cultivating a deeper relationship with God. It was about trusting Him completely, surrendering her worries, and embracing the peace that only He could provide. She discovered that worry and prayer couldn't coexist. One always canceled out the other. The transforming power of prayer. Lily's life became a testament to the transformative power of prayer. She learned that worry was a heavy burden that we were never meant to carry alone. Through prayer, she found freedom from fear and discovered a peace that surpassed all understanding. Her story became a source of hope for others, inspiring them to trade their worries for the peace that only prayer could bring. Lily's journey taught her that we have a choice to make. We can either worry or pray, but we can't do both. When we choose worry, we allow fear to consume us and steal our joy. But when we choose prayer, we surrender our burdens to God and open our hearts to His peace. Think about it for a moment. If you are far away from God, who moved? Choose prayer, choose peace. Life will always have its challenges, but we don't have to face them alone. Life is a trip, and sometimes we are going to stumble. Prayer is a lifeline, a direct connection to the one who holds the universe in His hands. When worry whispers its lies, let us choose to pray. Let us surrender our fears to God and embrace the peace that surpasses all understanding. Choose prayer, choose peace, and watch as God works wonders in your life. Thank you for watching our video. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Motivate your mind, transform your life.